Yo, welcome back to another episode of Wake Up or Wops. It was a bloody Sunday night. Most of my positions got wiped out. I sold most of them at a loss before the liquidation candle happened, but even then, charts were not looking good. 2 weeks of progress basically wiped out in a night. Let's look at 100X's tweet. He said this was probably the biggest 4 hour liquidation he's ever seen. $1.04 billion got liquidated in longs. That basically means if you're leverage trading, going long, hoping the price goes up, crazy liquidation, which is a sell off, making everybody that is holding leverage positions get stopped out of their positions. Especially if you have a high leverage, that means your stop loss is very tight and you're most likely going to get stopped out of that. And that's what we saw. Usually, this I feel like is a bullish sign that we're going to continue going higher. You just have to wipe out people so they don't get too rich. All right, so these are the positions I closed at a loss: Pump, Rune, Pengu, H-Bar, Say, ETH, and Link. We've talked about all those trades and why we entered into those trades in this channel. I'm not going to go over all the losses. I just will go briefly over the chart and tell you why I sold. I'm still in Bitcoin and TRX longs because I am positive on both of those. So I'm hoping we bounce soon from the liquidation candle. So starting off with Bitcoin, this is that candle I'm telling you about. These long candles liquidate a lot of people that are using leverage trading. We thought in the previous video, we thought Bitcoin was flagging right here, going to break out. Then it continued selling off, and then we had that liquidation candle. Ethereum, same, look at that. Hopefully, was hoping for a bounce off the 50 SMA. We broke right through it. Hopefully, we just consolidate, remount these averages, and then we continue going higher. If not, we're going to have to find support soon. Maybe it's finding support there, but if it keeps going lower, maybe around here, prior resistance, and then we have even lower. So we're going to be watching that. I'm thinking it was just to get people, like a bear trap, get people liquidated from their longs, and then we'll continue going higher. Look at the altcoin market. We've been breaking out of this range, and just one night came back to the middle of this range. Look at that. But as long as we continue support at the 50 SMA, we continue going higher. I think this is looking pretty bullish, a healthy pullback. So now, like I said, only in Bitcoin and TRX. We already talked about Bitcoin, now TRX. We're still above the averages. Look at this candle. It's pretty much getting bought up. Kind of looks like a hammer candle. So it's looking good. We looked at it at the weekly, so we entered early when it bounced off the 20 SMA. So we have a good entry on TRX, and my stop loss has some room. So I'm not too worried about this long. That's why I kept it. But we are out of our pump. Look at that. Broke through the 20 SMA, but it's looking like a hammer candle now. If we find support here, I'll go long on pump again. ENA has been doing bad previously. Look at that. Pullback for a while. Kind of like a head and shoulders pattern. Not loving it. Rune, like I said, that 200 SMA is big resistance there. It hit the resistance at 138 and basically went all the way down. Link, we're out of Link. We've been underwater. Right when we entered Link, it was like around here, around 25 bucks. Since then, we've been on the pullback, holding this for the longest. Decided to take the loss and not hold Link anymore. Once we remount these moving averages around $23, then I'll look maybe to relong Link, but I'm not liking it right now. And then lastly, Say, above the 200 SMA at least, but three moving averages are curling down. Look at the 90 EMA, which is a short-term trend going down. We might see Say go down lower, but if I find support, we could always read long. I think it's a good time to add to your long-term bags, your spot bags. I added some Aave on my spot bag, and I think I might add some Tau BitTensor AI play soon. And that's pretty much it. Update. 2 weeks of profits down in one night, but that's part of the game. We're going to continue watching the charts. I'll keep you guys posted if I enter into anything else. Peace.